You're too comfortable being the same. You're too comfortable spending your life repeating habits, repeating things that you know aren't good for you. You know they're not good for you. You know these things aren't good for you. You know that they're becoming a detriment to your life. You know that they're affecting your progress. You know that they're affecting your success. You know that they're stopping you from doing things that you ultimately want to do, that your soul wants to do, that make you happy. These things make you sad. These things ruin your confidence. They ruin your confidence. They ruin your perception of yourself. You continue these bad habits. You know what they are. I don't even have to tell you. You know what your bad habits are. You know what's holding you back. And yet you still keep doing them because you're scared of change. That's the real hitter, is that you're scared of change. You're scared to change. You don't know, you're not familiar with what it would be like to be a better person. You don't think you're capable of that. You don't think that it's possible. You see other people doing things with their life, succeeding in life, doing what they want, doing their passions, and you can't relate to it because you have a negative view of yourself. You think you're not capable of really achieving your dream life, achieving your goals, achieving a higher version of yourself. You don't believe in it. You really have to start to believe. You have to try and convince yourself that you're capable. You have to convince yourself that you're able to change. Even if you've been stuck in these patterns for multiple years, multiple months, you're still capable of change. Nothing is permanent. That's why a good thing comes and then it leaves, because nothing is permanent. These bad things that you do don't have to be permanent. You just have to really try. Sometimes, so I eat junk food a lot sometimes. And sometimes I realize that I'm not even trying to stop. I know that it's bad for me. I know that it affects my mental. I know that it affects my body. I know that it's bad for me. And yet I don't even really try. I'm too comfortable being the person that I am. I make it a part of my identity that I eat poorly. I make it a part of my identity. I need to stop. I need to make it a part of my identity that I don't do that. I need to realize that I'm able to change. You need to realize that too. You need to realize that you're able to change. You need to stop being afraid of changing. You need to stop being afraid of changing. You need to stop being afraid of losing things. You need to stop being afraid of all these things. You've built an environment where you're too attached to everything in your life. You think everything is the end of the world if you lose it. No, it's not. And same is for your habits, same is for your identity. You need to change it. You need to become better. You should cringe at you should cringe at you 3 months ago. You should be like, that's not me anymore because I've already changed. That's what I've been on. I've been, me 6 months ago, I do not like that person. I'm way better now. And I can acknowledge that. I've improved a lot. You should be the same. You should be improving. You should be changing. You should be actively attacking all the things that make your life worse than it could be and improving on everything that could make your life better. You got to do that. You have to start doing that. You shouldn't be comfortable with being the same. You shouldn't be comfortable with staying the same. Of course, you're always going to be the same person. You're always going to have certain personality traits that are the same, but you should always look to improve. Make it a part of your personality that you're a person who wants to improve. Make that a part of your personality. But make sure that you're not afraid to change. Being afraid of change is a horrible thing. You cannot become the person you want to be while being comfortably mediocre. You can't be comfortably mediocre. You can't be comfortably you can't be comfortably bad. You can't be comfortably hating yourself, comfortably knowing that you're not reaching your full potential. You're comfortable, but are you happy? Are you fulfilled? No. That's everybody. Everybody's a little comfortable. Most people are comfortable, but they're not fulfilled. They're not happy with themselves because they're not pushing themselves. The people who are happy and fulfilled are the ones who put themselves in uncomfortable situations and really acknowledge what's wrong with them, acknowledge their problems. You need to acknowledge your problems and attack them. You need to actually try. You need to actually try. Think of the number one. Just focus on one. Don't try and fix everything at once. Focus on your number one thing that's holding you back, your number one bad habit, your number one vice. Think of how you could change that thing for the better. Think of how you could become a better person in that aspect of your life. Think of if you've ever tried to become better at that thing. And then think of how hard you actually tried, or if you actually wanted to change. You need to do some thinking. You need to realize that you've made this thing a part of your identity, so you don't want to let go of it because it feels like you're letting go of a part of yourself. It feels like you're letting go of a part of yourself. You need to remove it from you. It's not part of you anymore. You can't identify with this thing anymore. You can't identify with this bad habit anymore. Take it out and then really try to remove it. It's not going to happen all at once, but it's going to happen slowly. It slowly becomes less of a part of you. It happens less and less. It happens less and less. And then a year later, 6 months later, you're not that thing anymore. It's because you actually tried. You actually took action. You actually soul searched a little bit. You actually you thought deeply about this thing. You noticed that you haven't really tried to change. You didn't really want to change. But now you do, because you want to improve and you notice that these things are holding you back. You can become a drastically better person just by removing bad things. You don't always need to improve in anything. Sometimes it's you need to fix some things. You need to fix yourself up a little bit. You need to remove the grime off of your life. And then you can become focused. You can be a more focused person because you don't have all these things holding you down, all these vices, all these bad habits. They're not holding you down anymore. You don't have these weights. You don't have these chains on your arms anymore. You're free. You're free to fly. You're free to become a better person. You're free to become the person you wanted to be before. These are the battles that define who you are. These are the battles that you hold on later in life as experience. These are life experiences. These are who make you who you are. You just have to actually try to stop doing these things. You have to try. You have to fight your mind. You have to fight the part of you that wants you to stay the same. Because there's a part of you that wants you to be the exact person you are because it's familiar. Because it's familiar and because it's not uncomfortable. It's comfortable. You're comfortable in who you are. You're comfortable in your own skin right now. You're comfortable being mediocre. You're comfortable being the same. You're comfortable being average. You're comfortable being normal. You want to be better. But truly you want to be better. If you're like me, you truly, from the bottom of your heart, you want to be better. But your mind doesn't really know how to do it. You just have to try. You just have to look within and see what actually needs to happen. Because if you think hard enough, your mind will give you the answer. And stop distracting yourself with all these bad habits. It's because a lot of them are just distracting you from what the root cause of them are. You really have to think. Just think. Just figure out what the problem is. Figure out what the root cause of all these vices you have are. Figure out the root cause and attack it from the root. Dig it up from the bottom. Dig it up from the root. It's a tree. It's a tree in your head. You need to dig it up from the root. You need to take it out. You need to confiscate it. You need to get it out of there. Remove these bad things from your life and you can fly. You can fly. You can become a way better person. Just refine yourself. Your ego protects you from improving because it thinks you're perfect how you are. You're not perfect how you are. You will never be perfect, but you can always improve. There are things that you don't like about yourself. There are things that are holding you back with people, in life, in progress, in achieving your goals. There are things that you do. I try and notice them. There's a lot of things that other people tell me I am bad at or tell me that I do that it's annoying. And I brush them off sometimes. But sometimes you really need to take that advice to heart. You really need to think, is that me or are they just talking shit? Is that me? Yeah, that's me. That's something bad I do. Maybe I should switch it up. And then I switch it up. And then I become so much better at that. And I realize that was the problem the whole time. Protect yourself from your ego. Improve. Notice that there's always room for improvement. Once you let go of that ego, once you let go of what's stopping you, you release these chains, you release these weights holding you up, holding you down from flying, holding you back from running. You need to release these things. I believe in you guys. You need to release it. I'm doing it too. I'm on my own journey. I'm nowhere near perfect. I've got a ton of things I'm struggling with that I don't even want to say on camera because I'm too embarrassed about them. You have to improve. Do some searching. Think and wait for the answer to come to you. It will come to you eventually, but you have to try. You cannot settle for these things that are holding you back because you deserve better. You deserve to have a higher self-worth. You deserve to reach your full potential, because that is really how you become the happiest and how you become the most confident person you can and how you become the happiest with yourself. How you become the most content is that you knew that you tried your hardest and you reached your full potential. You let go of all those things holding you back. You let go of all those things and you improved and you actually tried. You stopped trying to be mediocre. You stopped trying to stay the same. You let go of that part of you that was comfortable and wanted to stay the same your whole life. You let go of that part of you and you attacked all of those things that you know you aren't good at, that you know you're bad at. And it's not a form of self-hate to attack things within you. As long as you know that it's for the greater good and it's for improving, it's not for simply hating on yourself. But I believe in you guys. You guys need to do this too. Attack the bad things. Attack the things you're bad at. And you can fly. You're releasing weight off of your progress. You're releasing weight that's holding you back. You're getting held back by yourself. Your biggest enemy is yourself, getting held back by yourself. So fix that. Fix that. Search within and fix it. There's always an answer. Your brain always has the answer. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.